our panel. We have Dr. Frank Friedman, who is the president of Piedmont Virginia Community College. We have Dr. John Donnelly, who's the vice president for instruction. While he is not on the stage, he's in our audience. Mr. Harry Silverman, he is the vice president for institutional advancement and development. Dr. Jean Chappell, who's the dean of health and life sciences. Ms. Sylvia Dow, who's with our Alumni Association. And Love Berkeley, who will be our keynote speaker this evening. And then we have our esteemed faculty, Jane Anderson, Aaron Bloomfield, Kathy Brooks, Ray Collins, Cindy Burnett, Howard Farnsworth, Martin Mayberry, and I'm Dr. Terry Klinger. I'm the Associate Dean of Nursing here at Piedmont Virginia Community College. So to begin with opening remarks, I would like to welcome to the podium Dr. Frank Friedman.
On behalf of our college board, our faculty and staff, it's my pleasure to welcome you to this fitting ceremony. I must say it's great to see so many family and friends here in the audience. We've got a class of 13. There must be about 10 of you for every one of them. And that's great. What they've accomplished is just wonderful. I mean, just think of the time they put in, the effort, the money it costs. But they probably couldn't do it without their support. Some of you have helped with money. Some of you have helped with babysitting or preparing some meals, or just giving a shoulder to cry on when they were stressed out. It's a team effort, and it's great to have you here to celebrate with them. I'm going to just address briefly some words of advice to the graduates. I get to do that here because my own son would never listen to my words of advice anyway. And they're stuck here. They try to listen. So, graduates, a final thought. I know you've come through a very difficult, a very rigorous program. I know you acquired the knowledge and the skills to be outstanding nurses. But to be outstanding nurses takes more than knowledge and skills. Never forget that you will be dealing with people who might be sick and might be scared. No matter how many patients you see in a day, no matter how many days in a row you've worked, no matter how many years you've been a nurse, each patient needs and deserves your full attention, your care, and your compassion. Each needs to feel that they are your most important patient. As Maya Angelou put it, they may forget your name, but they will never forget how you made them feel. So to each of you graduates, congratulations. Family and friends, congratulations. Best of luck, and go celebrate tonight.
Thank you, Dr. Friedman. I'd next like to invite to the podium Dr. Jean Chappell, the Dean of Health and Life Sciences.
I do have to talk loud. Well, some of you have heard me, so. On behalf of faculty and staff of the Division of Health and Life Science, I too would like to welcome you to the 2008 Practical Nursing Fitting Ceremony. You know, if you listen to the holiday music around this time, you'll hear them say, "It's the most wonderful time of the year," right? Well, deserve it.
You deserve that honor. Oh, hey! They want me to sing more, I know. I wanted to just share a couple of things with you, and this is the time I really get to talk to the students. So, not that you guys aren't important, and I love that you're here, but these are the guys that I love. According to the Department of Labor, there are currently about 16 million healthcare-related employees in the United States. In Virginia alone, there are approximately 86,000 registered nurses and licensed practical nurses. And the number's only expected to increase, which is good for all of us. You all have to remember that you have earned the right to be among that number. And you are going to be working in a career that is truly life-changing, not just for yours, but for the entire community, for every single person that you touch. So I was trying to, as I was reflecting on what I was going to talk about today, I always like to, those of you that know me, I always like to tell stories or quotes or something. So one of my favorites is, "The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor the person perfected without trials." And I thought about this and how it relates to what you all have been through. I know, because I've been there too, that going through a healthcare profession, a healthcare training and education, it's tough. There's a lot of friction. There's a lot of trials. And it doesn't necessarily go away after you graduate either. So you have earned the right to be among those 16 million people. You have earned the right to be among those 86,000 people in Virginia. Lots of friction, lots of trials. But among this time, you've created these gems. You've created these gems of perfect knowledge and perfect service to your community. And now you're at a crossroads. You have to decide, what am I going to do with these? I've created these, I've polished them, they're beautiful, they're sparkly, and what am I going to do with them? Am I going to put them in a box? Am I just not going to forget it? I'm just going to I earned this, yay, and then be done with it? Am I going to take them out every now and then and share them with myself, maybe my family, and just use them sporadically? Or am I going to take them out, buff them up, shine them up, have them glow, and share them with your family, your friends, your community, to really enjoy what you all have done over this last year, or more, 2 years? You have that opportunity and you have those choices. And I challenge each of you, because I know the choices, I know all of you, and I know what you all are going to do. But I challenge each of you to use these gems of knowledge and service and the confidence that you've created along the way to improve our community. And I say our community because I'm hoping you stay here. Add your voices to the other 86,000 voices in our region to speak out for your patients, to speak out for your community, to speak out for those things that you know are right and good and healthy for our community. Make their lives and our community a thriving, hopeful, and healthy environment for us all to enjoy. In closing, I want to add another quote from Booker T. Washington, another one of my favorites. "Few things help an individual more than to place responsibility upon him or her, and to let her or him know that you trust him or her." As graduates of Piedmont Virginia Community College, we place our trust in you because you've earned it. You've earned that trust. Congratulations again on this very special day, on your wonderful accomplishment, and I thank you sincerely for allowing us to be part of your educational journey.
Thank you. And now to introduce our keynote speaker, Professor Sharman Brooks.
Good evening, everyone. This evening, I'm so very proud to stand before you and introduce an extraordinary, no, an extraordinary. So I didn't say it incorrectly. She's an extraordinary young woman. This woman became an LPN in 2004 after graduating from the Richmond School of Health and Technology in Charlottesville. As a licensed practical nurse, an LPN, she has been quite successful in the roles of leadership, beginning with working at Evergreen Nursing Care Center as a charge nurse and an MDS coordinator from 2004 to 2006. At Monroe Health currently, previously Trinity Mission, previously Elder Care Gardens, and I give you all those previouslys because if you're from local, you'll know what place I'm talking about through one of the three names I just mentioned. She has held the positions of an MDS coordinator, staff development, and unit manager from the years of 2006 to September 2018. All of these roles she performed well above and beyond expectations as a licensed practical nurse. So I place emphasis on that for you all. After 14 years of becoming licensed as a licensed practical nurse, this amazing woman and a graduate from Piedmont, Virginia Community College license, LPN to RN transitional program. She successfully passed her RN boards on the first and most important try and is now the assistant director at Monroe Health, the facility that has been, assistant nursing director at Monroe Health, the facility that has been blessed with her skills and leadership and compassion for the past 12 years. And before I ask her to come to the stage, to the podium, I also would like to add, which many of these young ladies and gentlemen have done, she worked full-time. And she also raised an amazing 20-year-old son throughout her career. And so I present to you all Love Berkeley.
Good afternoon, faculty, family, friends, and graduates. Thank you, Sharman. I would first like to say I'm not a public speaker, but when asked to speak tonight, I was humbled and honored, but at the same time, somewhat terrified. Actually, I had a few nightmares in regards to speaking tonight, but I have my clothes on, and so far, nobody got up and left. So I might have everything under control. I recall the night that I received my nursing pen and how excited I was to be actually complete and done. And sharing it with my fellow classmates and family made it that much sweeter. And to know that over the past 18 months, you've gained another family, your nursing school family. As I look in the crowd, I see smiling faces of mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and children. And all of you have been a huge support system to these 13 students. I want to personally thank you. I know what I put my family through 2 tours of nursing school. The support of family and friends is a priceless gift. I promise you that it hasn't gone unnoticed to them. Can y'all tell I'm really nervous? I imagine there are many times when the graduates could not talk on the phone, attend functions, go to games, or even cook dinner because they were simply too busy to do anything but study or prepare for the next big test. But as they sit here, know that you all played a major part in them getting to this point. Nursing was not my first career choice, and though nursing school was not easy in my 20s, and it was extremely hard in my 40s. But times I struggled through to maintain a balanced life, work, and raise my perfectly imperfect son. I did not pass every exam. I shed many tears, and some days I wanted to give up. I realized that nursing was not for the weak or the weak at heart. It takes a lot of strength and willpower and encouragement. That's where your wonderful nursing professors come in hand. I know I sat in plenty of their offices praying, crying, and pulling my hair out. 13 years ago, I sat in the same seat you are, happy to have completed the grueling LPN program, but also scared to death. I was one more step away. The major prize is passing the NCLEX. But then other human beings would now rely on me to live, to function. As Sharman said earlier, I've been an LPN for 14 years, and now although I'm an RN, I believe the 14 years as an LPN was actually made me the nurse I am today. I'm proud that I completed the RN in May, but I still believe in my heart that I was most proud of myself at my LPN ceremony. And since I've only been an RN for 5 months, I still sometimes forget that I'm an RN. In nursing school, I had one instructor when I was in LPN school that told me that I would never do anything but pass medications in a nursing home. Long-term care is my passion, but I took her words and I think about them all the time. I strive to do more than just pass medications. I've had many positions as an LPN. Every day I wanted to learn something new, and I always challenged myself to go the extra mile. So that is now my challenge to you. Nursing has allowed me to go home every day and know that I made a difference in someone's life. It is no longer about you or how you feel. Someone is depending on you. Our patients look to us for guidance, a smile, love, and a tender touch. If nursing school hasn't taught you, then when you become a licensed practical nurse after passing your exam, you will teach you a lesson in humility. Just remember, even on your worst day, that you probably wouldn't want to change lives with one of your patients. So remember when you're having a not so good day, that you're always there to serve them. There are many rewards to being a nurse. You will get weird phone calls from your family in the middle of the night, thinking you know everything because you've passed nursing school. You'll be able to walk by a complete stranger in Walmart or the grocery store and diagnose them. But all jokes aside, you're entering into one of the most noble, respected positions. So with that said, to much is given, much is expected. I do encourage you all to continue your education, but it's when the time is right for you. It took me 14 years. Don't get pressured. Figure out what's best for you and your family. But whatever that is, but whatever that is for school or you choose to go as far as nursing will take you. Go out into the nursing field and put your best foot forward and never let anyone tell you you're just an LPN. Congratulations.
Thank you. Okay, so the time that you guys have all been waiting for, we will begin with the pinning. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the significance of the pin, and Professor Sarah Reed is going to do that.
So, unless you've known another nurse through school, probably a lot of you are wondering, what is this pinning thing? The completion of any program of study merits a celebration, and I'm sure there's going to be some celebrating tonight, yes? Yeah. But this ceremony called pinning represents something unique to nursing and something near and dear to our hearts as nurse educators. So why a pin? In 1855, Queen Victoria presented Florence Nightingale with a pin for her service in the Crimea. It contained the symbol of the Maltese cross and the words, "Blessed are the merciful." In 1880, the first nursing pins awarded in the United States were earned by graduates of Bellevue Hospital Nursing School in New York. Other schools of nursing followed, each designing their own pin. Before it was socially acceptable for women to attend college, before nursing established itself as an independent academic discipline, the pin represented the knowledge, skill, and dedication of the new nurse entering the profession. In 1974, the first graduating class of nurses celebrated pinning at PVCC. No one knows what it's like to get through nursing school except those that have done it. It's more than just letters after your name. The pin means you have endured and prevailed through challenges. The pin means you are ready to enter a profession with a rich history and an exciting future. The pin says, "I am a PVCC nurse," so wear it with pride.
Okay, so I'd like to invite to the table Ms. Sylvia Dow, who is from our Alumni Association, and Professor Jane Anderson, who will be giving our wonderful students their pins. And as I call their name, I'm going to be reading dedications that the students wrote to all of their friends and family. Anne Elizabeth Browning. I have enjoyed being in the PN program. I'd like to thank my wonderful husband, Kevin, who has been a huge support, as well as my daughter, Sarah, my husband's parents, Dr. Beck, Sammy Bowmaster, who I work with, the faculty for nursing, and my awesome classmates. The encouragement and kind words have helped me along. Thank you, too, for our scholarship, which will pay for our exams and our pens. Nikita Freeman. This will be short, sweet, and to the point. First and foremost, I would like to thank the man above for allowing me to get through this program. Because of his grace and mercy, I made it. To my family and friends who supported and encouraged me, I am more than appreciative of each and every one of you, and I am grateful and blessed to have you all in my life. For my daughters, Adalia and Avia, so much of what I do is for the both of you. You don't know how proud and accomplished I feel to have you to see me walk this stage and get penned tonight. Let my footsteps be your guide as inspiration and motivation that there is nothing you cannot accomplish. So shoot for the stars because you both are born to shine. And to my classmates, you are all amazing. We did it, y'all. Brittany Lynn Harold. It has been a long year, but I couldn't have made it through without the people in my life. I would like to thank my mom, Tanya, for helping me achieve my goals. Every time I set one, she was there to help me succeed. I would like to thank Alex for being my biggest supporter for most of this year. My friends and family that said encouraging words to keep me going when I thought I needed to quit. And most importantly, God for his many blessings. To my classmates, thank you for being here for me this year and creating a bond that will never be broken. Daniel Wayne Hawkins. I would simply like to thank my wonderful wife, Sasha. You've supported me through this, and I would not be standing here without you. Shantiqua Jasper. First off, I would like to thank God for allowing me to have this great life learning experience. Also, my classmates and teachers. Without you guys, I don't know how I would have made it through all the tests and finals without stressing to the max. I want to thank all of my family and friends for their kind words and support of me during this tough year. I would also like to thank my parents, my dad for always telling me that no matter what, I could do it and to reach for that A. Also, my mother for continuously telling me that the sky is the limit and I've come too far to give up now. Always reminding me to stay focused and that in the end, it will all be worth it. Thanks for being my biggest supporters through this tough year. Also, my fiance, Damien, thanks for being that shoulder to cry on and listening ear for when I would rant on and on about how I did on a test or even staying up late with me to study for a test. Thanks for allowing me to get one step closer to my dream. You all will never know how much it truly means to know that I have so many people wishing and hoping nothing but the best for me. Lastly, I'm so proud to dedicate this one step closer to my kids, Kamaya, Camden, and Kaisley. This is not only something I'm doing for me, but for you guys too. I love you all more than words can say. I can finally say I made it. Jessica King. First and foremost, I would like to thank God for making a way when it looked impossible. Through him, all things are possible. I would like to thank my husband, Roy, for his patience and understanding in putting up with my crazy school and work schedule. In times of frustration, he would always say, "It's okay, you're almost there, babe." I would like to thank my parents, Alonzo and Eunice, for their words of wisdom, encouragement, moral support, and for calling every morning to make sure I made it to class safely. Also, my friends and extended family for their love and support. Special thanks to my little one who took this journey with me. Mommy loves you. I would like to thank each one of my nursing instructors for their support along the way. They helped shape me into the nurse I am today. I will miss you so much, but not the test or the exams. To my fellow classmates, the journey was tough, but we proved to be tougher. Today's success is the beginning of tomorrow's achievements. Congrats. Elsa Mateo. First and foremost, I want to dedicate this pen to my son, Christian. You have made me stronger, better, and more fulfilled than I can ever imagine. You have me the most motivation, encouragement to keep going every day to complete this program. I promise to make up for the sacrifices you made for me. To my best friend, Holly, thank you for picking up the slack when others failed, picking up my son when needed, and helping me through all the stress. To my family, thank you for keeping up with my crazy schedule, believing in me, and praying for me to get through this. I love you all, and we did it. Dorothy Richardson. First, I would like to thank God. He not only provided the way, but as well as the means for me to succeed in the nursing program. Without God, nothing would have been possible. Second, I wish to thank my mother and father for all their love, support, and encouragement. They taught me to never let anyone tell me that I could not do something and to keep trying until I proved them wrong. Third, I want to thank all my professors, friends, and family. You have provided so much help and support. Each of you will remain near and dear to my heart. Last but not least, thank you to my dear neighbor, Ms. Evans, a very wise lady who gave me advice, support, and many prayers, a precious friend. May God bless each of you. Thank you seems such a small word for all that you have done to help me graduate, and as I continue to follow my yellow brick road in healthcare. Carrie Smith. I would like to thank God, my mother, and father, because without them, I wouldn't be present today. I would like to thank Alethea, the lady who inspired, pushed, and motivated me to get this nursing degree, and also attend school again after 6 years of being out of school. I would like to thank my significant other, Ty, for being there for me mentally, physically, emotionally, literally all of the above while I took on this program. Words can't express how much I owe you. To my beautiful Princess Amaya, thank you for your patience and understanding moments when Mommy couldn't play or do the things you wanted to do. To all my close family and friends, thank you for inspiring me when I felt hopeless or discouraged at times. Last but most important, thank you to all the professors that took their time to share their experiences, availability to meet me, and most important, their encouraging words to keep me going. Elizabeth Tibbetts. First off, I want to tell my mom and dad thank you for their unconditional support, love, and comfort you have given me throughout my whole life, but especially over these past few years of school. As many of my classmates already know, my 3 sisters are the reason behind me becoming a nurse. So I would like to thank Abby, Becca, and Tori for being my driving force and always pushing me to be the best that I can. Also, thank you to my wonderful grandparents on both sides for being here today. All 4 of you mean the world to me. Next, thank you to my amazing boyfriend, Josh, for listening to all my crazy clinical stories, helping me study for exams, and always supporting my dreams and aspirations. Finally, thank you to everyone else who came out to support me today. Love you guys always. Nora Wilson. I would like to thank my family and friends for helping me achieve my goals. I have dreamed about being a nurse for a long time, and at one point I thought I would never be able to make it happen. I could not have accomplished nursing school without their help, and for that I am forever grateful, and I cannot wait to put my knowledge to use and be the best nurse that I can be. Pam Wood. Thank you to all my friends and family that have encouraged and support me. I dedicate this pen to my son, Wayne, because without him, this would not have been possible. Sheila Zawadi. I am deeply grateful to be in the presence of my family, friends, fellow students, and instructors as we celebrate this momentous occasion. I am thankful to all those who were there for me, those who prayed for me, those who listened when I needed to be heard and pushed me when I felt like giving up. I want to especially thank my mother, who has always been a pillar of strength and an inspiration for me. I could not have done this without her support. All right, so can we give them one more round of applause, because they've worked, they deserve it. Okay, so now we're going to present awards. So the first award, and these awards are chosen by the faculty, and the first award we're going to present is for the best GPA, and I am proud to say this award goes to Miss Ann Browning. The second award we would like to present is for Best Clinical Performance, and I am proud to say this award goes to Miss Brittany Harold. And we have a third award, but this award was presented in April, but we wanted to make sure that we mentioned it. And this was the Mary Lamb Wyatt Award for Practical Nursing, and this was awarded at the Academic Leadership Awards ceremony, and this award went to Miss Carrie Smith. All right, so now I would like to invite our guests on the stage to come down to the front row, and we're going to show a video that was created by our students.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. It ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on, 'cause there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle, and sometimes I'm gonna
Okay, so now that you have been penned, it is time to say the nursing pledge, and we would invite any nurses in the audience to please stand and recite the pledge with us. It's on the back of your program, and this is going to be led by Professor Sarah Reed.
Stand up. Okay. In full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skill and understanding I possess without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me, and refraining from any action which might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the International Code of Nursing Ethics and to uphold the integrity of the professional nurse.
So in closing, we just want to say how very proud of all of you we are, and we all knew that you could do it, and here you are today. So in closing, just remember this: becoming a nurse is not just a job, but a calling. John F. Kennedy said, "We choose to do this not because it is easy, but because it is hard." Caring for patients can be the most difficult and rewarding of experiences. We are there as a new life is welcomed into the world, when life ends in a peaceful death, and for everything in between. One of my favorite nursing theorists, Virginia Henderson, once said, "The nurse is temporarily the conscious of the unconscious, the love of life for the suicidal, the leg of the amputee, the eyes of the newly blind, a means of locomotion for the infant, the knowledge and confidence of the young mother, and a voice for those too weak to speak." So now as a nurse, become the lifeline for those who have lost their way, restore health to those who are facing illness, and provide support to the family as they hope for a good outcome. And this goes to show you guys great minds think alike, because Dr. Friedman and I chose the same quote by the great poet Dr. Maya Angelou, and it bears repeating. "They may forget your name, but they will never forget how you made them feel." Congratulations and best wishes on your brand new profession. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for supporting these wonderful students. And we invite you to our reception out in front. And thank you guys so much.